acquaintances. It's been so long. I wanted to show you guys a new false lock tutorial. I've done one before, but this is my new revamped version. So it's very simple, and simply what I am doing here is sectioning off my hair first. Is what I usually like to do when I do any type of braid out or type of extension. And here I'm adding the hemp oil by Jamaican mango and lime hemp oil, as well as the oat, if you can see, the oat milk blend leave-in milk by Aveeno. I absolutely love that stuff. It costs a fortune, but I love it so much. And I simply apply it to each section that I do to moisturize my hair and coat it with both of those treatments. That's it, only 2. I don't want to drench it too much because I still, when I take these out, want to have a nice braid out or twist out and stuff like that. So you can see I am stretching it, not stretching it, blah. I am applying it to my hair. So the way that I came up with this style is I was scrolling on Pinterest and Instagram, and I've seen a lot of these people with traditional locks. Now I love all types of locks, whether it's sister, freeform, or traditional locks. And this specific lady that I follow on Instagram, I absolutely just love her hair. Like, I've always loved her hair. And I'll see if I can put her username in the text so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But she's absolutely gorgeous. And I was like, you know what? I really want to have long locks, and I really want to have this type of look. I wanted to gather her essence, if that makes sense. But yeah, I really wanted to achieve this look without it being so heavy. And so I wanted to do this as light as possible with still getting the length that I wanted. So the hair that I used was the Marley hair Afro twist braid. You can probably see, I hope you guys can see, but yeah, I use Marley hair because Marley hair is really easy to do false locks with because they're really fluffy, as you can see. And so I don't have to worry about perfection because I wanted to make these look as realistic as humanly possible. I still wanted it to be very messy, very unorganized. Like, I don't really like the perfect kind of locks look. I really like the, messy, frizzy type of locks. So that's why I chose to use the Marley hair. Now this next step is a little extra. I'm using glycerin, 100% glycerin, no animal fat, to put onto the Marley hair so that it will seal in the moisture of the oat milk and the hemp oil, because my hair tends to get really dry. And if you don't really have this problem, then you're very welcome to skip this step. But it really helped just like secure the moisture inside my locks while it was being protected from the Marley hair. I also forgot to warn you guys that when you do this style, make sure, and I cannot stress this enough, make sure you take your time. Because if you don't take your time like I did a few times, because this took me about, I think, 3 days to do, I had a lot of gaps. Like, there was a lot of slippage, like my locks started falling apart. So make sure you're taking your time, as well as when you took it down, because I did a tester before this video, and when you try to take it down, it does get tangled into your hair because this is Marley hair. And so when you're taking your locks down, which I will do a video on that as well, you have to be very patient and not just yank it out of your hair, or else the Marley hair will get stuck in your hair. So please take your time. Next, what I am doing here is taking that one Marley hair section and wrapping it around my hair first. So I take the tip of it, which I showed you earlier, lay it down forward and wrap the tip first. And then go all the way down my hair, as you can see, and wrap it. And this is where I tell you guys to make sure you're taking your time, because if you don't take your time with this part, it will start to unravel. And so you want to make sure you are overlapping the hair, as you can see, just overlapping and making sure they're really tight. and you can see how it's just blending in and looking really nice. Yeah. Next, what you're going to be doing is grabbing another piece of Marley hair. So this is when we're adding on the length that I'm looking for. And you see I went all the way down my hair. So you go all the way down your hair as far as you can. And let me just wait until I get this all situated with. Now you guys saw me earlier fluffing out the Marley hair. That's more of a personal decision. You don't really have to do that. I just do that because at the time I thought it would help me wrap a little bit quicker and it'll cover more ground when I was wrapping. But you don't really have to do that. I just think it's more of a personal decision. But as you can see now, right here, I am putting the tip of the hair right there. And I am laying it down and then wrapping that around first, overlapping with the first wrapping section that I did. And then I'm going to use the hair, the first Marley hair that I was using, as a base to wrap it around and give me that length that I am looking for. And I hope this makes sense. So next, what I did in this clip, I twisted the hair at the bottom without knotting it. And then I realized that it started unraveling, of course. So I undid that and I started knotting the hair twice. So I wrapped it like about 3 times in the same spot, and then I knotted it at the end twice. And then with the leftover hair, I either snipped it or I curled it, which I curled all the ends, but you know what I'm saying.
Ryan Little. Japan.
Now there is something I wanted to show you guys how to do if you were to ever have some slip-ups, but you've already finished all of your hair before you notice them. So if you have any gaps like these or any slippage going on, you take any leftover Marley hair that you have, fluff it out as much as you can. Once again, that is optional. And as you can see, I'm still fluffing it. And there we go. Grab the hair. I always start a little bit above where it's at. Make sure you lay down the tip and wrap around. Simply what you were doing before when you were making the locks, But this one, you want to make sure it is much tighter. And once again, take your time and wrapping and wrapping. By the way, I did forget to say this before earlier in the video. I used about 5 packs of Marley hair to do any corrections or just do the style in general. So I would highly recommend getting like a 6-pack to do corrections, especially if this is your first time doing it, because after I was finished and after a couple days later, I noticed that I missed a few slippage areas. So that was quite unfortunate, but I had already ran out of hair and I didn't feel like buying more because I'm broke. So make sure to get like a 6-pack of Marley hair, just so that you can have some extra hair to do your corrections with. And simply what I did at the end, so you see I'm getting close to the end here, and you just simply wrap. Like if you have a long piece of Marley hair, you just keep wrapping all the way down until you use just about all of the Marley hair if you want. And you can see it's very, very lumpy. Easy way to avoid that is to make sure you're just taking your time again. I'm just simply rushing, and make sure you carefully wrap it around. For me, I don't really care, but as you can see here, I am knotting the end, looping it around and knotting it up. There you go, you see that? And you make sure it's secure. So what I extra did is I split the 2 hairs again and do a second knot. As you can see right there, did a second knot, and make sure you don't get any caught hairs, and bam, extra secure. And I simply just cut off the extra hairs. I'm knotting it again, but you don't really have to, but you can cut off those extra hairs as I'm going to show you. Okay, I guess I'm not going to show you, but yeah, it's simple, easy. It's really easy. For me, I kind of like the lumpiness in the lock because it makes it look more natural. It looks like bunching. So for me, I kind of like that. But if you don't want that and you want more perfect locks, I suggest using more straighter hair, or just taking your time to wrap really flatly and evenly. I did not do that. And you see, bam, there you go. It's all fixed.
Yeah,
I'm beautiful.
I know.
Get in the shot.
That's why I'm mad.
If you guys don't know who that was my sister.
We all know who I am.
She helped me film the last videos, if you guys notice. And now she's all grown up.
I've been grown.
She's
Where have
all
you been?
grown. She's getting so tall. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please come back for next Monday mornings. I'm finally back, and stay locked. Bye.